Hi everyone, this is Michael Brook from Rapid Couples Counseling, and this video is entitled The Ever-Changing Self, How Relationships Must Accommodate for Changes in a Person's Sense of Self. Now, the concept of a sense of self is actually very interesting. People see who they are through the lens of the roles they play in life, the things they're doing, the things that they're comfortable doing, the things that they enjoy doing, and things that they've done in the past that really resonated with them. And a lot of those things are determined by a person's age. By getting into a relationship with someone, committing to do that for a lifetime, as you age, your sense of self will change. As you do things like having children, becoming a father or mother, that dramatically changes someone's sense of self. And so who you think you are before you had kids is very different to who you think you are after you have children. And then eventually the kids are going to leave home, and then who you are as an empty nester is also very different. Often people who go through major health scares like cancer survivors or being in an accident where they might have had a close brush with death, that changes who they are. They consider themselves to be quote unquote a survivor. That changes who they think they are. So it's useful to understand that who you are, your sense of self, changes through time. And relationships, or at least good relationships, need to accommodate those changes. Esther Perel, the famous relationship educator, once said, "Most people have 3 or 4 marriages in their lifetimes. If you're lucky, you get to have them with the one person. That who you are and how you're showing up in your life can dramatically change 3 or 4 times in somebody's lifetime, and then you need to change how your marriage or change how your long-term relationship is organized in order to accommodate that changing sense of self." If you're in a relationship that you've been in for a long period of time and one person feels like they need to change their sense of self, or they feel like they've lost their sense of self, which is a very common thing for people to say, then it's useful for you to consider that that's not an attack on the relationship. If one person says they need to find a sense of self or need to reestablish a sense of self, it's useful for the person they're in a relationship with to accommodate that and assist them in doing. And for the person who's establishing a sense of self, they need to be able to do that while still maintaining the connection in the relationship. And there's a reason why. It's because, once again, as you grow older, you're going to have to do that several times. I'm in the privileged position of working with people who've had successful relationships for 30, 40, 42 years. The longest period of time I've worked with couples have been in their relationship for 42 years, and they say exactly what I'm telling you, that their relationship changes. How they related to each other before they had kids was very different to how the relationship was when they're raising kids, which is very different to how their relationship are when one or both of them retired, and then it's very different to how they're having a relationship when they become grandkids and looking to spending a lot of time with each other, or spending a lot of time doing stuff in the community that really enjoy. Their sense of self continually changes. How they're showing up in life, things they're doing, continually changes. And a good relationship accommodates and still keeps coming back to each other. It's really important to recognize that who you are, your sense of self, is always changing. And a good relationship needs to accommodate for that and celebrate that. And if you celebrate your partner's change, and if they celebrate your change, and if you keep on meeting each other's fundamental needs, time and attention, emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, distance and time apart, and to feel desired and want, if you keep making sure your partner's needs met, then your relationship will continue to grow from strength to strength. So I hope this has helped. Please like and subscribe to the channel. If you're having a challenge with your relationship, please give me a call on 0432 681 321. There's a booking link in the description if you want to book in for a session, and thanks very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope this has helped. Bye.